Your Excellency and my dear sister and friend, Jessica Alupo, Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Dr. Rukana Rugunda, patron of the Guild's President's Leadership Academy, a man who I had the pleasure to serve under when I was Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya and he was Prime Minister of Uganda. Mzee wetu, Mzee Ruchikaire, I hope this one-year-old has not let you down. We are still struggling and moving on. The Vice Chancellor of this esteemed facility, Makerere University, Guild presidents, student leaders from across our East Africa region, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me say what an honor it is to stand here to address this very distinguished gathering of young leaders from across the East African region. I myself are extremely happy to be here in this great city of Kampala, which I consider to be my home away from home. And from here, all of you who have come from different parts of East Africa, as you sit atop this Makerere Hill, all I can say is that that is reminiscent and a sight that has been shared by many, many over the years. Allow me at the very onset to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Guild President's Leadership Academy for organizing this summit, and also to Makerere University, through you, Vice Chancellor, for hosting us at this esteemed institution, which, as you reminded us, is the foundation of East African higher education. All of us are children of Makerere, and we are happy and proud to be. And we're also happy to see that Makerere continues to serve as the furnace upon whose flames the ideologies of many African leaders in the past, and most definitely in the future, will continue to be forged. So, ladies and gentlemen, getting straight to the point, to state that today we are living in a tumultuous time would be somewhat of an understatement. The traditional world order that we have become accustomed to is being appended before our very eyes. The forces of nationalistic politics are fast eroding the foundations of multilateral institutional frameworks that have formed the substructure of global geopolitics for many decades. From the uncertain policies emanating from Washington, D.C., that are reshaping the rules of global trade, to the all-consuming conflicts in Ukraine and Gaza that risk becoming the nuclei for wider regional conflicts, we are indeed witnessing a watershed moment in the history of our world. As an African leader, I view these developments from a somewhat broader context beyond the uncertainty of growing global tensions. The continuity of governments are weakened. In all these three instances, you end up with a large section of the population that are physically resident within the borders of a country, but are psychologically and emotionally disengaged. That is what you call apathy. And I heard you guys trying to talk here about apathy. That is what causes apathy, because the people you want to lead are disengaged from yourselves. And I just want to refer, I was listening very carefully to everything that was going and being said. And I heard somebody, what do we do about, our voters who are asking us for money, They're asking us for money. They're asking you for money because you, as a leader, have failed. It is, no matter how many laws you put in place to stop, we are going to cap how much money is going to be given, somebody will still give the money, law or no law. The problem is to fix the issue. Because your primary responsibility as a member of parliament, my friend, is to represent your people, is to oversight the government of the day. All right? Now, if you have failed in your responsibility of representing your people to ensure that the government of the day has given them their ambulance, that has given them their health center, has given them their school and water, why are you then surprised when the Mwananchi comes to you and says, I want this ambulance and you are supposed to bring it to me? But he's not asking it from you. He's asking it from you because you have failed in your duty to represent. And that is why we are saying we want leaders of integrity who will go and stand for what their people have sent them to parliament to do. You were sent to parliament to go and speak on behalf of your people, not to speak on behalf of your stomach, my friend. This is the problem we're having here. And we must be honest with each other. Yeah? So if you are to be leaders, you must be led by service to your people, not service to your stomach. That is the reason you seek leadership. Yeah? That is why, and that is how you will change this country. That is how you will change East Africa. That is how you will change Africa. That is how you will get the world to recognize you. That is how you will get the world to respect you. That is how we will stop being beggars. That is how your children will have hope instead of going to die in some sea there, crossing to Europe to look for nothing. Na hakuna kitu huko. Yeah? Yeah? Unawacha matoke hapa ati uende ukakule Burger King na McDonald's kule. Sasa who is the fool? Your matoke here fresh, wonderful and beautiful, to go and line up huko ukula burger ambaye inakunonesha tumbo tu na hakuna kitu inakufanya. Oh. Ama ni namna gani? Yes, that is the way. So, let me continue. I'm sorry. Yeah. In all three instances,